Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to this very special presentation on Victory Nutrition and nutrition that gets in. My name is Michael Ciletti, and I am so proud to be a part of this evening's call. The purpose of tonight's call is to give a little review of the amazing products manufactured and created by Victory Nutrition. And I'm just so glad you could be a part of it, because as you will learn this evening, this is life-changing products that we are so proud to be able to share with you and the world this evening. Just get a little disclaimer out in the front end. The information provided today is meant for educational purposes and has not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. Any information and products mentioned are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. So a little background about Victory Nutrition. Victory was founded by both Bill Downs and Steve Kushner. And I have been very blessed to have known Bill for over 20 plus years. And Bill is just an amazing, what I would call a nutritional biochemist. He's an international lecturer. He's an author, research scientist. And he really understands the chemistry in the body. And ever since I've known Bill, he's always been about being involved with companies that really put out some of the finest raw materials in the industry. And a couple of years back, Bill sat down with me and he told me that he wanted to come out with his own company and continue his passion of bringing forth products that truly make a difference. And he partnered with Steve Kushner, who developed one of the major technologies that we use in all of our products and really separates us from other companies in the marketplace. Bill and Steve are dedicated scientists. So their goal is to create products that don't just piggyback off of other product science, but actually come out with their own case reports, product reviews, and published science studies with our finished products. By doing so, it gives those that are interested in sharing Victory Nutrition products some solid foundation, not just some hype, to be able to communicate the benefits of what these products can do. So there again, credibility is truly at the foundation of our company. And when you look at the people who are on our scientific advisory board, Dr. Kenneth Blum, Dr. Debasis Bakci, Dr. Manashi Bakci, you're talking about years and years and years, over 170 years worth of research experience. These individuals are really at the top of their respected fields. So here again, you can have confidence that what finished products Victory Nutrition International is creating is really created by some brilliant scientists. Foundational nutritional pathways to support and strengthen the body. What does your path towards better health look like? You know, we all take supplements for a reason. We are all interested in certain health goals. For some of us, it could be slowing down the aging clock, or keeping health at optimal levels, or addressing specific health challenges, or supporting body reshaping or fat and weight loss. But obviously, we also want to be here for our loved ones and be able to enjoy a good quality of life. We want to have more energy, more stamina, improved focus. We want to have more resiliency. let's face it, over what's been happening over the last couple of years, it's very important to strengthen our immune system, strengthen our resiliency. Here again, we're not trying to cure or treat anything, but we're trying to elevate the body's capability to function. And part of that is being able to have resiliency so that when we do get sick or when we do have a health challenge, we're able to get through that without creating more challenges to our body. So what are the challenges to finding a smart path to follow to achieve our health goals? Where do I start? We are completely inundated in today's world with the internet and commercials on a product for the heart, a product for the liver, a product for the kidneys, a product for the DNA in our body. And it gets very overwhelming, and it's very easy to get confused over what products do I surround myself with. As consumers, we spend billions of dollars each year in the categories of anti-aging, fitness, and supplements. So what are we not getting? Or rather, what's not getting into us? Most people who are taking nutritional products are flushing their nutrition and money down the drain on supplements comprised of generic, low-quality, inactive, or not bioavailable ingredients. The truth is, if you want to find the best solution, you must first be able to accurately state or define the problem. And that's a quote from Albert Einstein. Unfortunately, we don't live in the Garden of Eden anymore. With the uses of agribusiness and chemical fertilizers, pesticides, herbicides, fungicides, bactericides, growth enhancers, et cetera, we're trying to make products bigger, faster, stronger, better looking, to last longer. The food processors, flavor enhancers, preservatives, which are sodium rich, food colors, all have an impact on our health, not to mention the transportation and distribution time it takes, and how that impacts the quality of our foods. Even salad bar foods are pre-cut and packaged with preservatives. So even with healthy eating, exercise, and nutritional supplements, are chronic health issues blocking you from achieving peak performance or health goals? You are what you absorb. Unfortunately, it's not enough to eat your veggies and take your supplements. The nutrient depletion of our soil, the overuse of chemicals in food production, and the ineffective composition of most supplements all means that we aren't absorbing what we think we are. So it might look good, but are we really getting the benefit of that nice red tomato or that nice eggplant? The success of your nutrition comes down to delivery. What role does your blood and cellular health play in contributing towards chronic health, or what we call anaerobic challenges? Aerobic meaning full of oxygen, anaerobic means oxygen deprived. So putting things in perspective, we have 1.5 gallons of blood in our body circulating through a network of blood vessels approximately 60,000 miles in length. One complete revolution from head to toe to head when a body is healthy takes 20 to 60 seconds. So the velocity of that blood flow is absolutely astronomical. So cellular health is really foundational to everything that goes on in our body. So we want to, what are the reasons we want to have excellent cellular health? First of all, peak health is dependent on your cell's ability to use oxygen and water effectively to make energy, manage energy, and eliminate waste, aka metabolism. Secondly, to put your body on the right path, addressing cellular and metabolic health is the very first step. So what are the causes of chronic degenerative diseases? Things that really make it challenging for our body to be in a more optimal state. And we hear so much today about inflammation and free radicals and toxic burden and mitochondrial impairment and cytokines, acidosis, viruses, parasites, etc., etc. So what is the cause of all chronic degenerative diseases? An inability to effectively use water and oxygen. Chronic degenerative disease, suffocating cell syndrome. Earlier in the presentation, I made a mention about what is the horse and what is the cart, because we're so overwhelmed with all this information and all these products. And in the process, we forget what the most basic premise is. Are your cells suffocating and starving? This is a picture of a microscopic view of someone's cells. Do they look healthy to you? Do they look like they're full of life, able to carry oxygen and nutrients? If you look at the picture closely, you'll see that some of these cells have what looks like little bumps on them. Does that mean your cells are healthy? Protavite is a multivitamin mineral phytonutrient complex, patent pending, with an amazing technology called proteasome technology, which we will discuss shortly. Proteasoming essential vitamins and minerals, which are synergistically combined with phytonutrients for ultimate absorption of your daily dose. Protavite is rapidly absorbed liquid nutrition, promotes cellular ability to effectively use oxygen and water, helps to restore hemoglobin back to red blood cells in minutes. And this is an iron-free formula. There's no iron in this formulation. And since hemoglobin basically stores iron, the fact that you're having a product that's helping to restore hemoglobin to red blood cells is a breakthrough in technology. It's formulated with this, which is a trademark name, Phytosil, which is a proprietary phytonutrient blend of herbal and other botanical extracts to enhance health and wellness. You see that there's a lot of these herbal extracts, from astragalus to hawthorn to ginger to elderberry. Know that you know. What does this mean? Know that you know. When we wake up every morning, we know that we know that we have a day in front of us. We know that we either have to get the kids ready for school or get ourselves ready for work or be able to have to go to the grocery store to pick up foods. We know that we know this. And when we're in the space of knowing that you know, you can fully embrace what it is that you're doing. But what about when it comes to your health? Do you know that you know what you're taking is impacting how your body is responding every day? Do you know that the products you're taking are getting into the cells, getting into your organs, getting into your brain, getting into your heart to help your body function in the most optimal way? Protavite is my know that I know. And the reason why I know that Protavite is very special is because a study was done that is published, and I'll discuss where you can see that study at shortly, that basically took about, I think it was about 30 individuals, different ages, different health situations, and all of them, they did what we call live blood cell microscopy. If you see in this picture, there's a microscopic view of someone's cells before taking Protavite, and 5 minutes and then 30 minutes after taking Protavite. The results are astounding. So in this first picture, you see One of the test subjects in our published study, 70 years young, her cells, before taking Protovite, they're sticking together. They have low hemoglobin. The cells are deflated. They cannot carry or use oxygen. They cannot carry nutrients. They cannot eliminate waste, causing waste buildup. So you're also very dehydrated. This is the same individual 5 minutes after taking Protovite. What an amazing difference you see in her cells. First of all, they're not sticking together. They're refilling with hemoglobin. They're plumping up. They're more flexible. They can carry and use oxygen. They can carry and use nutrients. The waste are being eliminated, and the blood flow, they're better hydrated and they're flowing. So how can you get that amazing speed through your system of those cells that we talked about earlier when your cells look like this versus when your cells look like that? Know that you know that every time you're taking Protovite, that it is impacting the cells on a very special and unique way that is allowing your cells to function in a more optimal way. Life is a race. How do you want your body to get to that destination? So imagine every day you're getting up. Here again, you know that you're going to have a busy day in front of you. You know that you have to eat your breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You have to drink your fluids. But at the end of the day, you know that most likely you're going to be exhausted. Now, the body is on a program of survival. It's going to do what it needs to do to try to do all its metabolic functions. So if you're not replenishing your body with good food, good thoughts, good nutrition, plenty of water, you're going to put a lot of stress on your body. So imagine if you're running around a racetrack every day, which many of us do, but the day that you're running around that racetrack, you have bronchitis, hypothetically. Is it going to be easier for you to run around that racetrack? How much extra energy does your body have to expend to compensate for the fact that you have a bronchial situation? What if you were running around that racetrack where your cells could be breathing, your lungs could be breathing? You don't have any congestion. You can breathe in, you can breathe out easily. At the end of that race, will you be more tired or less tired, more fatigued? With Protovite, you're running around that racetrack with your cells full of life, energy, full of love, ready to do their job. So all of the systems of the body, from your circulatory system to your reproductive system to your immune system, everything is interconnected. And one of the things that connects everything together is your blood. The life of the flesh is in the blood. So if you want to improve your circulatory system, your digestive system, your immune system, your nervous system, foundationally speaking, you want to be taking Protovite every day. So know that you know that Protovite is the center cog in your wellness wheel. So all of VNI's products use our exclusive proprietary proteasome technology. Clinical studies demonstrate that our supplements were absorbed 100% of the time and 100% of the people tested. Know that you know. Nutrition that gets in. Our technology is proto-awesome. Proteasome technology mimics blood fluid and cell membrane properties. So there's a technology that exists that is the foundation of proteasome technology that many other supplement companies use. It's called a liposome technology. And in short, it's a way of encapsulating the nutrients so that the body assimilates them in a more rapid way. The challenge with liposome, and this is what makes proteasome so unique and so different. So people say to me, why should I take this product? Why can't I just go down to the store and take a liquid multivitamin? This is the VNI difference. Proteasome technology is what separates us from other companies in the marketplace. It's what makes VNI unique. No one has proteasome technology. Proteasome was designed by Stephen Kushner and Bill Downs and is totally exclusive to our company. And what proteasome does that liposome doesn't do is liposome doesn't have the capability to carry minerals. It's not a strong enough molecule. Proteasoming allows vitamins, botanicals, and minerals to get into the tissues and the cells simultaneously. So it's like having an orchestra. You're going to the concert and you're driving into the parking lot and you're passing the wind ensemble, which is playing in the parking lot. You park the car, you go inside of the concert hall, and there's the rest of the orchestra, except for the wind ensemble, because they're left in the parking lot because they can't get into the concert hall for some reason. Well, that's what happens with nutrients. So if you're liposoming some of these nutrients, you're leaving some of the most important ones behind. Proteasoming solves that issue. Biocompatible biotech. So basically, what we're doing is we're taking the guesswork out of nutrition. Know that you know. Taking that guesswork out of nutrition. So this technology, allows that synchronistic and synergistic releasing of these nutrients so that you get maximum absorption. One of the things that really excited me about proteasoming, that really gives you an idea of how bioenergetic, if you want to call it that, when they're making a batch of Protavite in the facility, and it's a couple-day process to make. There's no heat involved in the manufacturing, because when you have heat, you can start breaking down the nutrients and the enzymes, which give it its viability. And after the batch is made, they put a thermometer in it, and it eventually warms up to room temperature. As it sits in the batch. But what's fascinating about this is that the temperature, it doesn't go just to room temperature. So let's say room temperature is 80 degrees. The Protavite goes up to 98.6. Does that number sound familiar to you? 98.6 and stops. To our knowledge, there's no other product in the marketplace that in the manufacturing process, this thermic reaction takes place. And that's why we applied for a patent for this. So Protavite behaves like body fluid. So here's one of the studies I mentioned to you about Protavite, and it's in a well-respected journal called Functional Foods and Health and Disease. And I can show you where you can see that study, and if you really wanted to go down that rabbit hole a little further to see exactly what the results were and all the test subjects. From a testimonial where story-wise, a gentleman by the name of Jason Hubler wanted to squat 395 pounds. And he's very serious with what he does, cleaned out his body of all the other supplements that he was taking, because he wanted to see exactly what Protavite in and of itself would do for his working out. So he started off by taking 1 ounce of Protavite before starting his sessions, added some more Protavite during his regular workout, and then he was able to achieve not the 395, or personal record of 405, which is highest, he was able to squat 515 pounds. So why is this happening? Part of it is the fact that Protavite is allowing the body to utilize oxygen more efficiently. Newsflash. We have another epidemic in our world, and that is of obesity and being overweight. Why is that? Well, we eat too much, we don't exercise enough, and that's what we're told. But is that really what's true? And because if that was true, if everyone were to eat less and exercise more, we would solve the problem. But we in the United States are probably one of the most obese societies in the world. And considering we spend billions of dollars on gym memberships and various other programs, we're not really seeing much improvement. So conventional weight loss, there again, is what do? We want to restrict our calories. We want to deprive ourselves of food. We want to eat high protein diets, high fat diets, vegetarian diets, keto diets, paleo diets. I mean, there's a lot of different programs. I'm not saying that these are all bad or good, because obviously people are getting some results, but we're all trying to find some solutions. And here again, there's all these different kinds of weight loss tactics, from juice fasting to fiber, water, and cleaning out diets to exercise your bellies off program. But the bottom line is 100% of the weight loss programs end up failing 95% of the time. Now, you might lose that 20 pounds in 20 days, but within 6 months, you gained back 40 pounds. So basically, weight loss tactics are primarily targeting only two methods: reduce the intake and absorption of foods and calories, and increase your exercise. Secondary weight loss programs target elimination, aggressive detoxification, and what we call colon blow programs. It's all a big fat lie. So evidence suggests that rapid weight loss programs, including initial water loss, which happens with most of the rapid weight loss, lose 20 pounds in 20 days programs, have contributed more to the obesity epidemic via rebound weight regain, which I just mentioned, than poor dietary habits in the first place. Owing to survival genetics, if you're trying to starve your body, the body's going to retaliate, because it's conditioned back from our days of being in the Neanderthal world, that the body naturally puts on weight as an energy source. So when we're starving ourselves, the body thinks that we need to store more fat and more energy because we're being starved. So owing to survival genetics, fad diets, and hyped up weight loss products can perpetuate survival panic-induced fat storage and cause more harm to our body than good. These types of products have saturated the market for decades and contributed to the obesity epidemic. An entirely new paradigm confirms that the term weight loss is a significant misconception. Instead, body recomposition requires a completely different but scientifically valid, comprehensive, what we call systems biology approach. Introducing Trimrox, a very playful and popping metabolic complex proven to burn belly fat, and it's powered by that same proteasome technology as all VNI products are. Trimrox is your daily dose of metabolic nutrition with a playful, popping, crackling, and fizzing candy experience. So the nutrients that are in Trimrox, and I won't really touch upon them too much in this presentation, have been shown in studies to increase fat burning, reduce abdominal fat, reduce waist measurement, reduce hip measurement, upper arm and subcutaneous fat, improving nitrous oxide production, endocrine adrenal support, stress and anxiety management, supportive for DNA protection, improved hormonal health, increased ATP, which is energy, improved cell longevity. Isn't that what we really want when we're taking products like Protavite and Trimrox? Is improving our cell longevity, increased energy and cell metabolism, improved blood glucose, improved hemoglobin, liver and muscle glycogen, improved endurance, and decreasing blood lactic acid. This is some of the benefits that people are getting with the Trimrox. So Trimrox is protozoam to promote rapid and sustainable absorption of its nutritional ingredients. Protozoamic technology, as I mentioned before, gets nutrients into the cells within 5 minutes of ingesting and restoring the cellular negative charge. If you notice with both Protovite and with Trimrox, you're putting these in your mouth. It's not a pill that you're swallowing. Even our capsules are all protozoam. The ingredients are protozoamed. But the longer that you have Trimrox in your mouth, the longer that you have Protovite in your mouth, the more rapid and the more sustained absorption you're going to get because of the protozoaming, because the protozoam gets released in the mouth, and the first absorbable area in the mouth is really under the tongue. So beyond fat burning, Trimrox has been supported by stabilizing blood sugar and ATP production, nitric oxide production, better blood flow, endocrine and adrenal support, stress and anxiety management. This is sustainable and clean burning energy. Trimrox is designed to work on multiple body systems that all play a role in metabolic health, which results in a truly holistic and synergistic approach to achieving a trimmer and healthier you. If you remember, I showed a picture earlier with all the different systems in the body. So they're all interrelated. And Trimrox is supporting multiple systems. Some of the other products that we're very proud to be sharing and are some of my favorites as well is PerformLite. I'm a firm believer that in our society, we walk around dehydrated and mineral deprived. There are products out there that you even see bottled water have electrolytes and other things put in there because, statistics and science is showing that, we are deficient with our electrolytes and minerals. And PerformLite is one of the newer products that VNI has come out with. It contains a combination of electrolytes, minerals, and phytonutrients for the ultimate in hydration, energy balance, recovery, and endurance. And it is a phenomenal, it tastes great. You could mix it in your bottled water if you want when you're going to the gym or you're just doing your daily sitting behind your desk. And it really helps to replenish and restore. It includes a complete comprehensive blend of electrolytes and supporting energy, hydration, proper pH, strength, endurance. There's no sugar and there's no caffeine. There's no stimulants and phenomenal ingredients. It's patent pending. Our Enzorb product is our next product. There again, if you go down the drugstore aisles, one of the biggest aisles has to do with digestion. There are a lot of products for various types of indigestion. And if you're not breaking down your nutrients, it's going to be hard for you to get the value in your body and create a whole domino effect of challenges in your digestive system. And one of the nice things about Enzorb, it's also a liquid that it has almost like the texture of honey, has a different taste, obviously, but you take it before you go to sleep on an empty stomach. And in the study that is published, we've shown that the majority of people that took the Enzorb noticed an improvement in their sleeping patterns and also in their elimination movements. Enzorb will help to boost and strengthen your metabolism. It supports intestinal health, supports and promotes proper detoxification. It helps to boost your immune competence. Most of our immune system is based in our gut, so the Enzorb is going to be supportive of that. And it's formulated with what they call acid-resistant enzymes. So the enzymes are going to be utilized and broken down in the areas that's going to get the maximum benefit. The next product is called Brain Reward. And this, to me, is just a phenomenal product. It was really one of the first products I took with VNI. Really helps to shift the brain chemistry. We call it a course correction to help really support that feel-good nutrient called dopamine. So you're going to get more focus, better concentration, better cognition, better mental sharpness. So if you're young and you're a student, or if you're older and you're concerned about your brain health, Brain Reward is an amazing product. It also helps support and regulate cravings, helps to improve your recovery, helps to support elevated mood. It also helps support weight management. So it is really and this product has when you go to our website, VNIscience.com, you can see all of the research and studies that were done on Brain Reward, which has been evolving over the last 20 plus years. VNIscience.com, just mentioned it to you. It's all about the scientific credibility, and our foundation is about science. And a lot of companies are borrowing science, but we like to have our products have studies done on their finished product, so you know exactly what some of the benefits you're going to get. So I highly recommend you go to VNIscience.com. Victory over your health. So VNI is the only company known to have 48 peer-reviewed published clinical studies to date, 4 patents and 2 patent pending, with proprietary exclusive technologies supporting its finished product. So we're unique, exclusive, and proprietary formulas, first-to-market products, premium quality ingredients, all powered by proteasome advanced absorption technology, validated by published clinical studies, going back to know that the products that you're taking, that VNI has created, are going to have a huge impact in your well-being. You might not notice some of these benefits, but you know that because of this technology, your body is getting rejuvenated. It's kind of resetting your body systems. It's making your body more youthful. It's slowing down the aging process. And it's doing some amazing things to help your body have more resiliency and stamina. Please join us as we are on a mission to be beacons of health, hope, and abundance. Please get back with the person that shared this opportunity and these products with you, and start your journey with VNI. Thank you very, very much for being a part of tonight's presentation.